Some 100 K.H.M.H staff members this evening gathered in front of the hospital to make their voices known to the CEO, Michelle Cox-Hoare. Led by K.H.M.H Workers Union, staffers are extremely upset over a June 28 memo in which the CEO tells the staffer that they are not pensionable.
There's a big issue concerning our pension, and we just want to send a message that we are who we are, we do what we do, and we are just asking what we deserve. There's not a worker in this country that should not be entitled to pension. We are just want to make clear that we did the work, we are doing the work, and we deserve what any worker in this country deserves, a pension.
And according to the union's president, Lydia Alpuche-Blake, in a meeting earlier this year, the CEO told staffers that they are pensionable.
In January of this year, they got a legal opinion that they held a staff meeting with us and told us that we were pensionable based on that legal opinion.
Where was the breaking communication?
Up to May of 2019, late May, then they called us back saying that they had consulted another lawyer, had received another legal opinion, and miraculously to a paper surfaced from the Solicitor General from 2004, making that 3 legal opinions. And then we consulted with the Belize Medical and Dental Union, and they had a legal opinion from 2009. And then they made another legal opinion, that's 5 legal opinions. And we were telling them that enough. Anybody can give a legal opinion. There's umpteen liars that can give their legal opinion. Why don't we just go to the courts and get a declaration as to where we stand? We do the work. We do much more than other public servants out there in the country. And we are just deserving of a pension. That's all we are asking, a pension.
And the authority agreed to take the matter to court?
That's the issue. As ad hoc committee in our memorandum of understanding, and then we were asking them to please, let's go to the court. Even my vice president used himself as an example and said, use me, Andrew Beard. Let us go to court, let's question the court and let's do a declaration. And they said that they would have to contact their lawyer. We were waiting for a response, and the response was in the form of a memo.
That memo informed staffers that after further consultation and legal clarification of both the K.H.M.H Act and Pensions Act, pensions payments are only payable by the government.
Part of our investigation revealed not only does the K.H.M.H Act provides for something else so that the staff can go home with a pension scheme, what that does is it does not provide for a replacement of what is already provided for in the K.H.M.H Act, which makes reference to the Pensions Act. So if there should be a contributory, keep in mind that the K.H.M.H Act makes reference to a non-contributory pension from the government. What it does at the same time, it gives a provision for a supplemental pension, which is contributory.
That scheme comes in the form of the Provident Fund, which was established 2 years ago.
Before we get clearance of where we stood, we should try to set up something. It wasn't feasible to set up a pension scheme because of the money involved to do it. So we as employees and the Board of Management there, then under Dr. Koyi, set up what is the K.H.M.H Provident Fund, where the employees agreed to contribute 3% of our salary, that we don't even get all the salaries that the nurses and doctors out district get. We're still missing 3% salary increases. And we agreed to give 3% of those who wanted of our salary, and the Management Board of Governors put 4%. So it was 7%, and that Provident Fund was established in 2017. So it's going into the 2nd year. So it's thing that we have done through a memorandum of understanding. The memorandum of understanding finalized in November of 2018, and now we have been calling them to come back because there's a clause there that says that we will revise it, review our weaknesses, strengths, see what we need, what we completed, what we could phase out, and that would have brought back the pension issue again.
The union is demanding that clarification of their status be determined by the court. Any further resistance from the K.H.M.H may lead union members to take drastic measures. How far is the K.H.M.H Workers Union willing to go in order to settle this matter?
As far as our membership wants to go to settle this matter.
And if the sit-out doesn't happen, are we talking strike, sit-out, stick-out?
We dare not, would not at this time say what is next. But I can tell you, we have our plans in the pipeline. We move in accordance to what our membership asks us to do.
We were telling them that enough. Anybody can give a legal opinion. There's umpteen liars that can give their legal opinion. Why don't we just go to the courts and get a declaration as to where we stand? We do the work. We do much more than other public servants out there in the country. And we are just deserving of a pension.
Hipolito, Novelo, News 5.